What is up, beautiful friends? It feels like it's been like the longest time since I have sat in front of the camera, which is like totally a lie. It's been like almost a month. Yeah, but I'm so glad to be back. I have been doing school. Um, yeah, I have heard all of your feedback and how you all guys like want a TNS video again, which I am so happy to deliver for you. Um, I think I've grown more and my personalities and everything has kind of changed. I think I'm ready to do this video. So today we are going to be ranking the TNS characters of season 1. No, I will not be doing 8, 9, or 10. Why? Because I just grown out of it. I don't necessarily care for how the story is meant to be continued. Hot take, but I would gladly do season 1 to 7 for you guys if you do like this video. Partially we're doing this video because I have been getting a lot of TikToks of the next step recently, and some of their opinions kind of piss me off. But I mean, to each their own. So let's get into this video. So for this video, we're going to be using a tier ranking website that I found, and I will probably put it on the screen. But we're going to be ranking the characters as the list goes on. We're going to go from the top to bottom. Okay, so first tier ranking is West, and this is basically like West in itself is like its own character, his own ranking tier, and it's just going to be underutilized and underappreciated characters who deserved so much better on the next step. And I think their character was just awesome. They could do no wrong, in my opinion. That spot is just reserved for West, essentially. In the next category, we have Iconic, give me 3 more. And this is basically just like, as the name says, like, you know, when you go to a good food restaurant and the food is delicious, but it's like, okay, just order like a few more. Can you just give me a few more? I think we're vibing here. And I really like this character. I really like this person. They're iconic. Okay. Next, we have the average tier ranking, which is that as A troop. Yeah, speaks for itself. Average, you kind of just are there, you're floating in the sphere of what A troop is and what everyone kind of ventures for. So not really that exciting, but at least you're an A troop, I guess. Next, we have the the ranking of dimwits. This is for characters who, as the name says, who are a little bit stupid, who seem to not necessarily add anything to the plot, or they're just kind of dumb in their decision making. This was originally going to be called Beth, as my sister suggested, so kind of think of Beth for this category. We have Studio Reject, and this is like the tier ranking where I think your character just kind of sucked. They weren't like necessarily interesting, or they were just kind of boring. But yeah, the Studio Reject is like someone who just has a bad character development from season 1. And yeah, let's get into this video. This is gonna be all randomized. I haven't like studied it too much, but if you guys want a more in-depth analysis, then go ahead and watch my video essays if you'd like. Here, I don't know, but it's somewhere. Go into my YouTube, and yeah, let's get into this video. Okay, we're back. Okay, let's do Amanda. So Amanda, we necessarily didn't see a lot of her this season. All we know is that she used to date James. She's kind of a bitch, which, I mean, iconic. I really liked her character in season 1, and we kind of got a taste, like a little lick of what we were going to be getting for season 2. So I think I'm going to put her on I think I'm gonna put her on iconic, give me 3 more for this, because we kind of get like a small little build-up of what Amanda is like as a character, which is really fun and interesting. Can we just talk about like the lore that she dated James and like it wasn't touched on, which I guess it didn't need to be, but I mean, she dated James. So we're gonna put her in iconic, give me 3 more. Cute! I really like this ranking for her. I don't know, like there's just like a sort of atmosphere and vibe that we got from her from season 1, and then it kind of fiddled in season 3. Oh, kind of cringe, but yeah. Next we have Giselle. I think for Giselle, we necessarily didn't get much of her because in season 1, we did see that she fumbled her audition, even though I think her audition was much better than a few of the dancers on the troupe. Um, I personally would just put her in A troop because we did see her come back. Um, I think I'm gonna put her in A troop. Mainly because she necessarily didn't have a character arc, but her improvement in her second audition was really, really great. And like, if we could just go back and tell season 1 Giselle what you're gonna be in season 3, like, honey, you're about to be iconic. So we'll put her there for this season 3 video. Now we are going to have Chloe. You guys give her too much hate, but I get the memes, I get the vibe. I mean, whatever. So for her character, she had the realistic narrative of funding in the dance community, and I think her character was really sweet. She is a phenomenal ballet dancer and body tea. Like, I was rewatching clips with my sister, bro. Her body be bodying. Um, I don't want to say she's average, but because her dancing is not average, but for her character and her storyline, I might just have to put her in average, as I felt like they could have done a lot more with her character, especially as we get to season 2. I think we also kind of have the buildup of who she is as a person. We kind of see like a vulnerable side to her in season 2 and season 1, which is like debatable. She was really cute and kind of vulnerable, but I really do like her. I do think she's kind of not average, but she's beyond average, but not to the point of iconic, if you get what I mean. Now we have James. He would definitely be like the guy in the back of the classroom who's like making literally animal noises in class, or like he's like the funny jokester guy. I mean, I know it's kind of cringe, but I like him. In season 1, he's not uptight. He's never been uptight, but in season 3 we do see his maturity in a good way. But he's not uptight. He's not too flashy in your face. He's just like a genuine guy who wants to joke around and have fun. And I personally, it's not on a basis of dating, but I would date him. I would. So I'm gonna keep him in iconic. Give me 3 more because I really like his character here. Next, we have West. We all know where this is going. West. My crush. My first crush, honestly. But we've all spoken about this. Everyone in the fandom can agree. West is underutilized, underappreciated. He deserves his own ranking. He kind of is like the mediator in a fun way. I love the dynamic he has with the boys. It's just so genuine and crisp and clean and like, give me 2 more. Like, I love him. I think he's gonna be in his own category, but we'll see if any other characters come along and we can see if we can put him in the West category. Next, we have Stephanie. Let's go ahead and put Stephanie in. I don't know where to put Stephanie. I'm putting Stephanie in the Dimwit category. I'm sorry. I love Stephanie. I love her. And if you watch the video, you would know my character analysis on her. I think she lacks an authoritative nature, I'd say. She's easy to follow other people and all these types of dynamics that we saw. She's mean, unnecessarily mean. She's an instigator. She's like a ride or die, but like in a bad way. And I think in season 2 she gets a great character development, but I think in season 3 they kind of forgot about that. But since this is a season 1 ranking, I think I'm gonna leave her at a dimwit because we don't necessarily get to see her be herself without the presence of Emily. She kind of loosen up, but she was a jerk to most of the characters. The way she spoke to West and James, she kind of undermined them, and I didn't like that about her. So we're gonna put her at dimwit because she's like not necessarily a great person. I just don't necessarily like Stephanie in season 1 at all. But you guys will let me know if you would have put her in studio reject. I don't think anyone's going to be put in that category, but we'll see if we can revise everything. Next we have Daniel. I think for Daniel, I think oh, I think I just lied. For Daniel season 1, I'm gonna put him as a studio reject. It has nothing to do with the fact that he got injured. It has nothing to do with the way
he's totally gonna make it.
Dance.
I started dancing when I was 7 years old. That was kind of hard for me because everyone had started dancing at the next step 3 or 4 years before me, but it's given me a really strong work ethic because I've had to work so hard to catch up to them. If I don't make it into A Troop, I think that would end my dance career because what chance is there of me becoming a professional dancer if I can't even...
Because he did get injured and he couldn't even compete with the team, so we're just gonna put him in studio reject. And yeah, season 2 kind of defines him a little bit more, and then season 3 it's like even more hectic, so we're just gonna put him at studio reject. He might just stay there, but if it hadn't been for his injury, I might have put him in A Troop. Why? Because like I said, he adds a little bit of drama, which I like, and I think the writers could have done more with him. Tiffany, this girl gets hate like crazy, like more than I do for my videos. She gets hate, and I think it's because she's a mediocre dancer, but she talks all this smack about other people, and she just doesn't put her money where her mouth is. So I think for Tiffany, in the specific section when it comes to her character, I might just put her at average. Hot take, guys, hot take. Hear me out. I'm putting her at average because although she likes to talk smack about people, she kind of is very manipulative and calculative with her moves, and the way she speaks to other people. So I'm going to put her in average in the fact that she utilizes other people to get what she wants, especially when it came to the Emily Michelle captaincy dance break or whatever. And I think she kind of falls in line with what is suitable, where the whole mass of people are going. She kind of fits in and kind of flows to the side. So she's kind of like Stephanie. Oh, I'm moving her down to dimwit. Dimwit in the sense that she came across as very cocky, and I didn't like that about her. But she could be average as in the A Troop category because of her means to get where she needs to be. Kind of, she does whatever she needs to do to get to the front or whatever. I might just put her at average again. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. If we were to include her dancing, I would move her to dimwit. But I'm gonna keep her at average. Because I do think Tiffany was a lot more better of a character than Stephanie was. So yeah, you guys will let me know what you think. If you have different opinions, go ahead. It's an open space here, babe. Next we have Riley. Riley season 1. I'm giving her iconic give me 3 more. Why? Because let me think about this. I'm going to put her at iconic because she kind of drives the story when she's standing up to her sister Emily. Um, I like that she didn't be a bystander to the bullying that was going on, and she kind of defined the identity that came with being Emily's sister within the story. So I think I'm gonna put her at iconic. Give me 3 more. Um, where she kind of falls flat is she tends to be a little bit like her sister in the sense that she's very argumentative and manipulative. I think I'm going to keep her at iconic. Give me 3 more because I think I like her character in season 1 more than I like her character in season 4, and it's nostalgia reasons. So next we have Michelle. For Michelle, I'm putting her at the West level, and this is like so crazy, but I know I said the tier was left for. In fact, we're just gonna put her by iconic. Iconic, give me 3 more. And this is because I think her character, although she's one of the most hated characters, I love her character development in season 1. She gets the most development in season 1 than I think most of the characters do, alongside Emily. And she kind of goes from this timid type of girl to, we see her grow into, she's putting up some spunk over here and there and letting out these phrases and whatnot. I think she kind of falls flat when she's like, okay, I'm gonna be with Eldon, and I think her obsession with Emily is a little bit weird. So I think I'm just gonna leave her at iconic, but if we were to take into account of her Eldon thing, we're gonna pretend it doesn't exist. Okay? It doesn't exist in this universe right now. And plus she's an amazing dancer. I mean the hair, look at my hair, yeah, you get it. And if y'all have a problem with it, then you need a tissue for your issue, honey. Okay? Next we have Emily, and I think this is understandable. We're putting her in iconic. Give me 3 more because who would not? I just know she is an Aries. I'm an Aries, and maybe we sit at the same table. Not in the sense of bullying, but in iconic. Okay. If you want more of these character developments of Emily, then I suggest watching my video. But I did state in that video, Emily is she knows what she has to do to get what she needs, in a sense. She's very authoritative, that we see lacking in most of the other characters. I'm sorry, I can't get over this Tiffany photo of her crying. But I'm going to put Emily in iconic. Give me 3 more because her character is just unforgettable. Her actress did amazing. Obviously her dancing is a little bit on the mediocre side. I don't want to say mediocre, maybe not as advanced as other dancers, but I do think that she kind of gave the character life and made her character we want to know more about her character. So I'm going to put her at iconic because her character development is really good. And where she falls flat is she dates Eldon. That's the one thing that she did wrong. Okay, guys, she fell flat. And she didn't realize her worth after she broke up with Eldon, which I know a breakup can be hard, but let's face it, Emily dated Eldon because she didn't have anyone else that was on her side, if you know what I mean. She felt abandoned, and I felt like Eldon was kind of just there, so she just latched onto him. But if we were to look at this, I would say, Emily, you're an icon. Keep it up, honey. And next we have Eldon. Can I just say, you guys are being a little bit too harsh on the actor for Eldon. I do not condone any of the body shaming activity that's happening with this. This is why I tend to stay away from the TNS TikToks and why I try to make this video. We have to separate the character, and I don't appreciate the body shaming that's happening on TikTok with regards to Eldon's actor. Leave him alone, guys. He's a grown adult. Let's not do that. I'm gonna put Eldon in Dimwit. He's a phenomenal dancer. He's amazing. But I think his decision making, his character, and his identity fell flat in season 1. I think he regains that in season 3, which is like a full circle moment, which I love. I would have loved to see him be a little bit more smarter so that he could be alongside his friends. But I really do like Eldon. I think he gets too much hate. But I would put him in Dimwit because he has poor decision making skills, and it's just not really my vibe. But yeah, I think I'm happy with this tier ranking. Let me know what you guys think. But if you want a deeper analysis, then I really suggest you watch my video essays. I mean, I spent a lot of time on that. But thank you guys, and if you guys would do like a different like tier ranking, let me know. In the case of Miss Kate and Chris, I didn't include them because they're not necessarily dancers on the team, but if I were to put them in here, Kate would be studio reject because she's just the worst studio head I have ever come across in my entire life. And I would put Chris in iconic, give me 3 more, because he actually did care for the well-being of his students, which was really sad to see him leave in season 2. And I think him leaving kind of got rid of that whole aspect of coming together as a team. We saw so many examples of Chris, wanting to help out the team. So I would put him in iconic, give me 3 more. I would also put Beth in this season. We don't necessarily see her as much, but I would put her in studio reject for season 1, and season 2 is a different story. So if you'd like to see how I rank that, then please like and subscribe and request, and maybe I'll give you something. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a gorgeous, fantastic day ahead of you. Love ya.